Hello, welcome to Lobus. We'll see the maxim ad infinitum. Ad infinitum means up to infinity or endlessly. It doesn't have an end, it's infinite. So, we'll see today the details in our video. So, let's check out. So, ad infinitum. This is up to infinity or endlessly. As I mentioned earlier, this is up to infinity. It doesn't have a definite end endlessly. So we'll see an example. You might say a process or argument goes on ad infinitum if it has no conclusion. When you cannot come to a conclusion or you cannot come to a consensus, that thing or argument or a process is called ad infinitum. So an illustration you can see is that if two parties enter into a contract which is a non-terminating one, then it is said to be an ad infinitum contract. So if a contract is a terminating one, it is not infinitum. It does have an end. After the terms of the contract, it comes to an end. But if a contract is non-terminating one, then it is called as an ad infinitum contract. Hope you have understood what is ad infinitum. That is up to infinity or endlessly. So moving on. In the case you can see Rima versus Samar Singh Salkhan. So the court observed that the process of maintenance is to support but not enrich the person getting the maintenance. Payment of maintenance cannot continue ad infinitum. So what is the meaning of this ruling? That maintenance in family laws, you can see the maintenance. What happens? It is to support the other person, not to enrich the person. It's not that while providing maintenance, court is giving enrichment or boost or something. It is for support of the other spouse or the other or vice versa. So or the children. Maintenance can be for anyone. It can be for the wife or children. So while deciding the case, what the court observed was that maintenance is to support, not to enrich, which means while providing maintenance, the court meant or means that it is for the support of the other person or the spouse. So maintenance, while providing maintenance or while declaring maintenance, court says that whether the person is eligible for the maintenance or the concerned maintenance will be allowed as per the standard of the person. It is not an enrichment. It is not that he will put the maintenance in the bank or for his personal savings. It cannot be so. It is for the personal cares and things like that and to support himself or herself, not to enrich. So, hope you have understood the ad infinitum meaning. Okay, so the maintenance cannot continue to ad infinitum. That is, maintenance when the maintenance stops, if the other spouse gets married, or when the spouse, or if by chance is passed away, maintenance can be stopped, or in any other cases as per the court's rulings, the maintenance will be stopped. So it is not ad infinitum. It has an end. So hope you understood the example of the case. In another case, Dr. Sharif Ali versus State of Madhya Pradesh and others. In this case, what happened? The scope of grant in aid and right to education was discussed, and it was observed that the grant in aid is an assistance for some time to the educational institutions to meet their need, and it is their obligation to be self-sufficient, as the concept of grant in aid cannot be a contribution in perpetuity or ad infinitum. So what is this? This case the court observed that grant in aid, when the government provide grants or an aid to particular institutions or a person. It is not ad infinitum. It is for some purpose. After the purpose is served, this grant stops. So that another person, when the person comes to situations or applies for the grant, the government can provide it. And no one can say that the grant in aid is to be ad infinitum. It cannot be ad infinitum. After the purpose or after the things is achieved, the grant has to stop. So, education institution case, the grant after the obligation to be self-sufficient, when the institution is self-sufficient, when the institution is small, the government supported institutions achieve its things and all to upbring it. When it has reached to a self-sufficient mode, then the grant in aid cannot be provided as it is self-sufficient to maintain itself or to provide its services to the people. Okay, so this is ad infinitum. So hope you have understood the maxim ad infinitum. So this is endlessly or up to infinity. So we'll see in the next maxim. Okay, thank you.